The ocean's surface hides a world of complexity and contradiction. For generations we've cast sharks as villains, symbols of terror, and dolphins as joyful, friendly heroes. But these roles are built on stories, not reality. The truth is far more unsettling. The line between monster and friend is blurred. Sharks, with their menacing fins, are seen as mindless predators, while dolphins, with their perpetual smiles, are adored. Yet, nature doesn't care for our categories of good and evil. When we look closer, the creatures we fear may be less monstrous than we think, and those we love may harbor a darkness we rarely acknowledge. Today, we challenge our assumptions and ask, which is the true monster of the deep? Prepare to see the ocean smile in a new, disturbing light. Let's dive in. Our fear of sharks is ancient, a primal response to being out of our element. Sharks are evolutionary marvels, powerful, efficient, and perfectly adapted to hunt. Their attacks are sudden, explosive, and terrifying, but not personal. Sharks don't hunt humans for sport. Most attacks are cases of mistaken identity. Once they realize their error, they usually retreat. The real terror is their raw, unpredictable power, a force of nature we can't reason with. Yet, statistically, shark attacks on humans are extremely rare. The fear they inspire is simple, the fear of being overpowered by something alien. Sharks are monsters, but predictable ones driven by instinct, not malice. Their threat is physical, immediate, and, in a way, honest. We fear them because they are so different from us. But what about a creature that is eerily similar? Dolphins fascinate us with their intelligence and social complexity. They recognize themselves in mirrors, communicate with unique whistles, and form intricate social bonds. But intelligence brings unpredictability and a capacity for darkness. Unlike sharks, dolphins sometimes kill for reasons beyond survival. They've been seen toying with prey, not for food, but seemingly for entertainment. This hints at a chilling truth. Dolphins can act out of boredom, frustration, or even malice. Their smile is just anatomy, not a reflection of their intentions. The real fear is psychological, a betrayal of the gentle image we cherish. Dolphins make choices, and sometimes those choices are cruel. Their intelligence allows for both kindness and calculated aggression. We're forced to confront a disturbing mirror, a mind like ours, capable of both joy and cruelty. The terror here is not instinct, but intent. The evidence of dolphin cruelty is undeniable. Bottlenose dolphins have been documented violently attacking porpoises, leaving battered bodies behind, not for food, but seemingly for sport. Within their own pods, male dolphins form alliances to aggressively pursue females and even commit infanticide to further their genetic line. Their playfulness can turn sinister, bullying other sea creatures, tormenting pufferfish for a neurotoxin high. These acts aren't about survival. They're about sensation, power, and sometimes pleasure. Dolphins use their intelligence in ways that can be shockingly cruel. Unlike the shark's swift violence, dolphin aggression is often prolonged and strategic. It's the difference between a natural disaster and a calculated crime. We see not just an animal, but a mind capable of using others for its own gratification. The dolphin's violence feels personal, unsettling, and deeply complex. This is not the simple brutality of nature. It's something far more disturbing. The ocean's smile hides a predator of a different kind. The true monster may not be the one with the sharpest teeth. Shark fear is primal, external, immediate, and physical. It's the terror of being hunted by something alien, a force of nature we can't control. Our bodies react before our minds can process the threat. In contrast, dolphin fear is psychological, a horror born from recognition. We see ourselves in their intelligence, but also in their capacity for cruelty. When a familiar face hides dark intentions, the fear cuts deeper. A shark attack is a tragedy of nature. A dolphin's calculated cruelty feels like betrayal. The shark is scary because it's so different, the dolphin because it's so similar. One is the terror of the body, the other, the terror of the mind. Both fears are valid, but they strike us in profoundly different ways. The ocean's monsters aren't always what they seem. Sometimes the scariest creature is the one that thinks, and sometimes it's the one that smiles. So, which is scarier, the shark or the dolphin? In the water, a shark's presence is pure, overwhelming terror, but that fear fades when you're safe on land. The horror of the dolphin lingers, a psychological unease that's hard to shake. Dolphins are beautiful, intelligent, and capable of calculated cruelty. Their darkness is familiar, echoing the worst parts of ourselves. The shark is a monster because it's alien, the dolphin because it's not. Intelligence doesn't guarantee kindness. The true monster of the deep may be the one that looks most like us, and that is a truth far more frightening than any row of teeth.